Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn with me, Alpha by Omega, Turkey and the Turkey Boss submod. So I'm feeling really great starting this episode because in the previous one we actually managed to get a stable growth. I think for the first time during this playthrough the economy is in a positive. That doesn't mean that the crisis is over. But it means that we are actually doing better. Our austerity measures also managed to cut any kind of extra expenses. We are living in a fairly austere state now, and we are thus repaying the debt. It's actually, I'm not entirely sure if the total debt has decreased significantly, but our interest is definitely the lowest it was ever. And the interest or the debt to GDP ratio is actually the lowest it ever was, and the GDP per capita and GDP is rising steadily, which means we unlocked another research slot, and we actually have another one in the works. Once we get to 2 trillion in GDP, which is not that far away, we're gonna unlock yet another one. So things are looking pretty neat. The issues that we are facing currently is the power supply, but that one will be fixed because we're gonna get a new power plant. Yet another power plant. We're gonna get 2 technologies: advanced control integration and integrated gasification combined cycle, which will greatly boost our output. And we're also working on excavation. Actually, I think we're working on excavation 3, 2, and we get 1, right? 1 is already researched. Yes, so we're gonna get additional 15% in extraction. I'm not sure if it's gonna boost our fossil fuel significantly, but 15%, we might get like 2 extra oil from this, which will be nice to be, extra oil is always good. But I'm doing it mostly for the future when we get additional resources eventually, so it's good to have it as high as possible. Anyway, let's unpause. In the current situation, we are trying to stabilize the resistance against our technocratic state. We're currently working on the new modern bureaucracy, and we're going to work on the academic PMs, and then we'll need to go with the integration here and integration of the new election system, and we'll see how that's gonna go. So we got some events here, another office sector in Antalya from the Netherlands. I'll take it, but we really have to start being careful about that because our unemployment is actually fairly low, and I would like to keep some of the people for civilian sectors. So soon we are gonna start rejecting those. And we've discovered another mafia hideout. I'll get all the resources we can fight the mafia, because we are getting very close to being able to take them. Okay, we need this one to stabilize it, and anti-mafia. Yeah, we're at 27, 25 with this one, so getting really close. I wish we could get closer though, because this is a drain on our political power. We wanted to make HP a bit more popular, but we didn't. However, we're gonna get additional bonuses here. We will get hideout good safely, nice. We are gonna get some over here, and that's 3 extra support. And 100 political power, which I would like to use to boost their popularity, to be quite honest. We get a little bit of political power here as well, and stability and some... Yeah, we're still bleeding out political power, which is an issue. Stability is back down to 13, but we're getting pain of the technocratic change and pain of the technocratic party system are both lowering us by 10%. Yep, we lost another sector. They just keep bombing us, the bastards. I wish they wouldn't do that. It is annoying to build new ones. Man, that's some dark humor right there. Alright, 16 days till we can buy more fuel. But yeah, other than that, we are kind of blocked from doing anything. We're just surviving, slowly improving our situation. Yeah, we need to build or refit more ships. The next thought I believe I set will go to the Navy, which seems reasonable. We had one on tanks, one on infantry, one's gonna go to the Navy, and one's gonna go to the Air Force. And are we getting to 0.8 now? We are. Damn. And that's with the police fighting the mafia. It's not bad at all. So really the only issue that we have now is political power. Once we get rid of that, we will be sort of okay. And for roleplay reasons, I would also really like it if we could boost HP. But the government is popular. Well, I mean, relatively popular. Okay, early Cold War tank gun is done. I think we can immediately go... Wait, Cold War tank gun. What would be the difference? Wow, that's actually dramatically better. So let's put you there to research this, and let's see if we can. I'm gonna let it run on slow speed. We're gonna see if we can now design the tank, because I believe we had some issues with that before, which might have been connected to the gun itself. I know that sounds weird, but why is this one early Cold War white tank gun? Is it still forbidden? No, it's not. Okay, so this is what we were missing. If we want a tank, we need this. Can we get a heavy suspension? Heavy pneumatic suspension. I like to get the torsion bar though. The speed is really bad. And improved aluminum armor. Improved steel armor. Yeah, these ones really take the kick out of. Okay, and supercharged 2v12. Fuel usage 5.3. The gasoline is using way less. But I think we're gonna go with diesel. What else do we need? Ammunition load, which is here, I believe. Cannon ammo. Anti-infantry, anti-vehicle. Mixed. Honestly, I think we're gonna go with mixed. And that's that. We could get a tank. Nice. So let's finish designing this bad boy. And it's gonna be the first one that will have additional machine guns. So it helps with... we can get this one, coaxial autocannon. Well, let's focus on this first. Welded turret. Cast. Oscillating. It's interesting. Welded and gets more armor. No turret. I mean, let's go with welded then. Reloading system. Reloading. Significantly lower reliability. But you increase defense and breakthrough. Okay, and this is... Oh wait, what's the 5 and 5? 8 and 8. Okay, so this one, the revolver autoloader is just simply better. Alright. Now, can we get any more? There was that machine gun. Because we need to boost this soft attack. That one is really not great. We had the additional machine gun. Spaced armor will come later. Improve smoke launchers. Defense and breakthrough. Front-mounted engine. Get it further lowers reliability. I would much rather get mine protection, yeah. And the spaced armor was here, wasn't it? Yes. I got gun ports. What I'm gonna make 2 doors. Gun ports, soft attack. Armor production cost. Let's go with gun ports, honestly. And optical targeting. Cold War radar, vehicle mounted. Cold War thermal battle stations. Defense and breakthrough. You are the best ones. Okay. And here. What else? I guess more gun ports? Or did we already have? No, we have. We can have more of them, alright. And we have this one. Additional machine guns. Oh, that's. We have the spaced armor. Improved smoke launchers. Alright, well I think this is a good tank. I think this is actually a pretty good tank. 45.79 production cost. It is not cheap, but it's not even reliable. So that is a little bit of an issue, but does anyone of you actually increase reliability? No, none of you do. Snap. So is there anything that we can get that would help with reliability? Okay, I'm gonna switch that. That's 5 extra. Defense systems. Mine protection. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 doors. Actually do help with reliability. So let's put that one there. Yeah, 89 is much better. Alright, so soft attack, hard attack. I mean, it's not great, but it's ours. It is the first version. So call this Altai TO4A. And we need to put... Okay, you guys are already there, actually, so that is good. Okay, ammunition load. Did we... Autocannon... Oh yeah, we have the mixed one. Gotcha. Yeah. Alright, so this is good. Alright, so we designed our first prototype tank. Again, it's not great, but let me just see what the stats on our current tanks are, if we actually can see that. So we're using the nondescript tanks and M60A3. Okay, I think I can check with United States easily here. Quest license production. M60, where are you? Here's the patent tanks. We also use those. Yeah, here he is. M60A1. So breakthrough 17, soft attack 8, hard attack 20. Armor 19, piercing 44. Which for us tells me that we are actually having a slightly better tank. Armor 44, piercing 44, soft attack 14.8, hard attack 28. So it is an upgrade. It is an upgrade, and it is a fully domestically produced tank. So that can make us happy. It's not, something that we will not work on in the future, but, having those tanks will, in the long term, help us, because we have something that we can call ours. Alright, a new modern bureaucracy. That is great. Now, new modern bureaucracy gave us a little bit of political power. Oh, and actually removed some penalties and we get some stability. That's good. So now we want to get these ones. And then this one. Or first this one. No, I have to think we need to get this one first. So academician PMs. Alright, the famous project managers. Show us your beauty. Alright, fuel is doing a little bit better. We have a little bit more things going on. 2.8. Still haven't finished the anti-mafia operation, but influence is down to 26. Ignore the protesters. Oh! HP popularity changes. Disperse the radicals. Start negotiations. Crisis in leadership. My question is, will this significantly impact, because I don't know what this. What did I click? Oh, what the hell did I click? Oh man, I did not. I have no idea what I clicked, but it went wrong. God damn it. That was a misclick. Oh, never mind. Oh, clear the mafia hideout. Once you counter-attack, water at 80. I guess it was the middle option because we didn't start negotiating with them. So, and how the hell is our income so high now? Hideout cleared safely. Great. What I wanted to show was how it is going to affect us. Come on, game, what's your problem? This one. You wouldn't. No more need to ask the parliament to declare war. Ah, okay. Okay, so there is probably no. I thought that there might be some kind of vote here, but. Okay, no, there isn't. Alright, so we'll just keep pushing that a little bit. 4.31 is actually really nice. Stability is really low. NLD comes to power in Myanmar. In a remarkable turn of events, the NLD has come to government, marking the end of close to 50 years of military rule. However, commentators remain divided on whether the NLD will truly be able to steer the country in a different direction. Georgian elections, emerging outlook. Alright. Well, 4.3 is actually insanely high. I'm starting to think that we might really want to turn some of these around, because the defense spending, creation of Mustafa Der. Following the decision to end the armed struggle in 2002, activists of the Hezbollah Menzi group founded an association called Solidarity of the Oppressed in 2004. So the social spending is the one that's gonna cost us the most, but that's 3 billion. Healthcare is another 1.3 billion. Military spending would be not that much. It's 300 million. And we would be losing money, but we would be losing like $1 billion a week, not more, which is actually pretty cool. But we really need to continue working on this. Some of those might actually come into play soon. Okay, so you are done. Now integrate the AYM. I'm not sure what AYM is. It's gonna give us a little bit of stability, but hurt us a little bit when it comes to political power. Other than that, it's... why am I looking at Fiji? Otherwise, it's pretty good, but we really need to get our priority higher. We're gonna have to burn some political power on that. And here comes the ships. So who do we have that we want to refit next? Yavuls and Nestians. Okay, let's go with Nestians next. Where are you? Archerize Barbarossa. I do not see them here. The Estian? The Estian, the Caucasus. Will this help? I'm not sure. I mean, I've done this before and it caused some issues, but let's see. 2004, the Estian class refit. If that works. Ah, it did. Alright, good. I should have done though one thing, and that is check what the hell they have on them. This was not a good choice. Alright, they have anti-submarine mortar, anti-ship missiles, torpedoes. Well, actually surprisingly capable. Alright, well, I'm okay with that. There's no need for me to get involved in any way. So let's put you guys there, and let's put you guys there as well. And we bought ourselves some more time. Well, the Navy is getting progressively better. Alright, getting more cars, getting more infantry guns. It's looking good. We got way more things built. How's the unemployment now? 6.8. Yeah, interest rate is less than 5% now. Productivity is still struggling due to the issues that we're facing. But I feel like we're politically paralyzed in many ways. Stability -10. Qatar Petroleum IPO. The long-awaited initial public offering of the Qatari state lucrative oil company has been officially announced. The success of this risky enterprise remains to be seen. Oh, can you conduct another anti-mafia operation? Do it. 23. I'm getting really close. Below 5. Alright. And I think we just finished the PKK hit, didn't we? Yes. Alright. So this one is the last one. Emerging outlook in Abkhazia. This one will give us additional 5 points of stability. But if we can remove this, the pains of the technocratic party and the technocratic change, that's another 15, so we would be at 34. Sickness, insurgency active. And we're just getting so many negative factors here. I would literally like to change some of these to higher, but I can't. I might actually honestly think about if they come at me with the next request, I might literally do it. Because that, I mean, now it's free. And free is not great. But it doesn't save you from the political power, does it? It actually just means that you can take it as a bulk outside of the regular process. We might take one of these too. We actually haven't really investigated these ones. So what do they give? The Economist Group gives stability, more stability, revenue and income, office sector, civilian, production efficiency, a proposal of sorts. One of the ministers reached out and said that a few organizational and law changes can be made to optimize the performance of our administration, though it will require some personal connection moving forward. Bureaucracy cost lowered, but we can get corruption. Nope. Research slots. A lot of stability and research speed. Stability and the agency. And here we get stability. Replace tiny military spending with a huge military spending. Shadow war. Okay, this boosts military robotic warfare. Manpower draft. Okay, so this one is oriented on an army and this one on civilian sector. I have a feeling that we might want to go with the civilian sector, because while the manpower and everything and army is nice, I really don't think that's our priority at this point. Yeah, the debt principle is just dropping further. We're gonna hit 100 soon. Mafia heist. This is where the money really comes. Useful, or become useful. Right, so we have the integrations. Now we can integrate the new election systems, which is gonna give us 100 political power and support. I would really like to use that 100 to boost the popularity of HP. Turns out it's not exactly a walk in the park. PKK launches an attack. Hit another one. And Mafia hideout. Sure. This is what's the real issue with us. Like, we do not have political power for anything. And I think they knew about this because they hidden a lot of these options with the political power gain behind these things. So that it's like done even, it can be done even if you do not have the political power for it. The death of Sheikh Zayed. The United Arab Emirates, along with a sizable proportion of the Muslim world, is in mourning today as the ailing president of the UAE, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, has passed away. Sheikh Zayed is venerated in the UAE as the nation's founding father due to his role in uniting the once divided Saudi Arabia and the West, committing the country to the war on terror and increasing the Emirati role in the UN peacekeeping operation. Sheikh Zayed is succeeded by President of the UAE and Emir of Abu Dhabi by his son, Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Alright. Yeah, GDP debt is very low, which is good. And we have the GDP. Nice, nice, nice. Let me just expand the laboratories. It costs 8 billion, which is not a lot. And that extra slot is going to be useful for us. And we still haven't gotten CRISPR 81. These are still away. I mean, the power is literally getting worse and worse. Are you hurting the... Yeah, you're hurting the tax and construction research factory stability. We need to get this done. But again, 3% extra stability from here. We're gonna get a little bit more revenue. So things are happening. Civilian industry. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Please build me a civilian industry. That is actually something that I prefer more than offices. At this point anyway, because we need to jumpstart our economy. We haven't been done doing anything good in that regard in a while. Alright, we need to start importing more fuel. Because we're getting a little bit low again. And this will fix it. So once we get the CRISPR, I'm gonna call this an episode. I just have to choose what we're gonna do next. But at this point, we can do anything. I'll probably go with the electronics, because that one gives a lot of productivity growth. Yeah, I don't care about that. Alright, this time we weren't lucky. But our luck had to end somewhere, didn't it? Now, once we're gonna be done with this, bye Batumi. Okay, that's interesting. The Dalai Lama returns to Tibet. In exchange for promising to remain neutral in political affairs, the Chinese authorities have granted the Dalai Lama leave to return to Tibet and take up a religious role in the region for the first time in half a century. The educational strategy. This one is really good as well, the ecology. But really, for us, the important one is this one, modern economics and the financial relief. Yeah, we'll need to burn through these as quickly as we can. Minimum local clinic subsidies, rationalization, improve the unions, and all the way to here. At that point, we are gonna start making the reforms again. And the end of the economic belt will actually fix most of the issues for us. So this is what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna go to deal with the economy. Because I mean, you can't really deal with the economy if your economy is in a Turkish economic sickness. Right? Right, sounds about right. Right, so CRISPR is done. And I can put... this one would help with population... Growth. Factor. But we don't need that. We need this one. Research speed and productivity. How is it rising now? Anyway, what's the status? Let's use that as the closing word for this episode. 777. Okay, we're gaining a little bit on the world. A little bit. They were slightly behind us. Then they leveled with us, and now we are gaining again. 2.38. And with the next wave of technologies, we're gonna bump it up even more. Cool. I just need you people to hold on for a little longer, and you're gonna then get all of the services you require and even more. I promise you that. Just hold on for a little while longer. All of these reforms will work. I promise.